Right now, even the best maize farmer in Nigeria maybe will get 7 metric tons per hectare. It's not where we should be, and it's not consistent. So the problem is, how do we make sure that we put in the right systems to be sure that everyone is reaching that level? And that's what we are aiming to do. Whether we are working with 5,000 farmers, 5 farmers, or 50,000 farmers, every single contribution helps. Every single person in this room working with smallholder, because irrespective of the size of your business, is key. Is key to driving impact and driving growth across the industry. Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I mean, we could be here all day discussing this, but unfortunately we have to go home at some point. So I'll just give you 1 minute each to sort of round up what we say, because we have to have a Q&A session from the audience. Right? So I'll start with Smile.
Well, the summary of it all is what she just said. Everybody has to play his part. Everybody has to play his bit. And we must bring in research R&D to make sure that we're in tune with developments, with what needs to be done, appropriate to our own system. When we talk technology, what comes to mind is huge machines, especially mechanization. Cambodia, Thailand use small, they are fragmented as we are. They found their solution equal to their problems. We find them with their small working tractors, with their small hand planters, but we do everything manually. Or when we buy bigger machines that have no use in 0.5 hectare. So we need to do things right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes. So just to go back to the innovative way of trying to raise funds.
So I will emphasize on 2 points. One, what Deku said makes sense, that we need to have a policy in place. Now, I'm just taking an example like what Bapan Guana is doing with 100,000 farmers. Similarly, there are other people like Thrive Agri and all those where a very big mass of farmers are together, maybe 100,000 to 200,000. What they are trying to do is they are trying to increase the productivity in the country. They are trying to increase the economics of the rural strata. But that can only be increased if you have a minimum support price for a farmer. Today, they all together may be producing 120,000 metric ton of maize, maybe 200,000 metric ton of maize. We have to still struggle that at the price, what to sell, what not to sell. But if you have a minimum support price, farmer is assured that whatever he's producing, this much minimum price he will get.
Thank you very much.
One last point, please. Another one is, like I told in my opening remarks, the investments of the capital market, new innovations of funding or whatever, we need to do it upstream of the value chain in agriculture, not too much at the downstream of the value chain. If we don't have fundings properly for inputs, where farmers get seeds, fertilizer, and other things at affordable price, we will not reach where we want to reach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep it short. I don't know that I'm largely in favor of things like minimum support prices, but that's a very separate argument about the detail. But I think I'm fully in agreement that you can't have a proper financial framework to fund you if you don't have proper policies backing that. And just in short, if you don't have a proper policy environment with policy making, everything else is futile.
So I'll just summarize with my previous summary: policy. You need to have things properly streamlined. You need to know where you're going. You need to know: do we want to have 100 million farmers that grow what cannot feed 20 million people, or do we want to have 2 million farmers that can grow what 250 million people will live on? In America, I mean, farming population is not small yet. They're the largest growers of wheat in the world, one of the largest. They dominate so many sectors right now to name it. So, but it's only a policy that can speak to these things. It's only that way that the farmer can get good access to the right kind of credit. It's all just in the policy box for me. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And before we go, I just want to round up very quickly, and then we'll allow the audience to ask their questions. So, did you want to say something? One? Oh, Lola, sorry. She said something earlier, so that's it. So just to sort of round up, like I said, allow the audience to ask the questions. How many questions are we allowed? Two? Just two questions from everyone. Alright, so when you speak, just say your name and who the question is being directed to. Just sort of summarize it and say, our panelists have been wonderful and we've talked about a number of things. Dave was very gung-ho on policy. The policy would sort of put some decentralized and disjointed sector. And of course, collaboration works. For FM, fire mills, working with Olam and other partners, so collaboration works and helps. It helps in that. Okay, and not forgetting that we also need to sort of have a social agenda while we're practicing doing all our farming practices to make sure that we are also thinking about the environment and the climate, because we need to make sure that this earth is sustainable and remains for our other generations to come in and continue those practices. And then, of course, we talk also about the fact that we need to improve the yield from our farmers. So it's not about numbers, but more about the output. So you can have 10, 20 farmers, but the yield must be important, must be huge enough to sustain the country. So food security is very important for us, and funding is obviously we support that. Now, can I ask the audience for questions? I can see somebody's grabbed the mic already. Before the mic was allocated to you.
It was given to me actually.
Okay. So 3 questions, okay.
Okay, can I?
So how do we do this? We take the questions first and then the answers afterwards. Alright, so your questions.
Okay, 2 questions. Number 1, now, much has been said about the approach that the United States uses in their own agricultural setting, which is not applicable in Nigeria at the moment. So, I know that before that time, it was when industrialization came up, and it's either you grow big or get out in the United States. Now, what we have in Nigeria is, of course, we know that smallholder farmers, they account for, the people in production agriculture, and we'll see aggregation being the major thing that is happening in Nigeria. Now, so my question is, number 1, how can we, how in your own, how do you feel we can implement what they did in US? Can we do that successfully in Nigeria? Can we say it's either you go big or get out? And then now to those people that are in aggregation, instead of focusing on yes, of course, support the smallholder farmers, aggregate, provide markets. Can we kind of see how we can adopt that? So that's my question. Because
is your question directed to anybody in particular, or is it just an open question?
Anybody can answer. You and specifically, I know the person that mentioned what's happening in the US want to do that. I want to probably share his perspective about that. Then the second question is
Yes.
okay. Yeah. The second question now is yes. One of the reasons why I'm here is I want to know more about okay, how do we integrate capital markets into our business? Yes, we know debt, we know capital. Valencia, country director Valencia has mentioned bond markets, he has done commercial papers. Also, can we specifically speak into those capital market instruments aside the commercial papers and bond market that he has mentioned that we can use in other business? Thank you.
Second question.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ndidi Muneri. I'm the founder of African Food Change Makers and co-founder of Sahel Consulting. Thanks for your comments. Just 2 quick questions. No, one is as a sector player, I've gotten really frustrated because we had this conversation 15 years ago and not much has changed. What will it take to really accelerate this type of discussion in our context?